I said he just eating his stretches and shit though. Let's see if it's on though.
McConney.
Yeah. You said he did.
Then I'll tell you stop. McConney.
I got used bad for a first fan. This would be a big dub. We can come in Green Bay and steal one. This would be a big dub. 4-2. 0-2, 4-2. You wanna fuck up?
He's on the front row.
This bitch loading up. He fired that bitch up, Elroy.
He's trying to find it, bro.
I posted it in the chat.
Kind of wasn't on my game.
Oh. Then just go to YouTube. Yeah, click on the info. We need this, boy.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Thank you.
We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to fuck off over there.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams
what the fuck is that? My man just stopped running.
If you can stay
this bitch out early.
Things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, Charlie!
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh my God, man, that's a fucking pick. I knew he was going there. This nigga, that's a way too.
His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
That shit look way too easy early.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 43.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh my, what the fuck was that drop down?
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams.
And he's swinging these.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest
damn, Tatum, you just try to kill that nigga, man.
Because if that happens, that's fair game for the defense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And a second gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
I can't even hear my head, so it's
his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Packers, they're able to stretch that lead out further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
I don't know what the fuck going on, boys. Gotta figure it out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On play action, Allen. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Allen now to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lions extra point up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Hey, the usual.
Now
That's
here's
some decent dumbass passes, but his ball skills was ass. Then this nigga, I thought Julian Edelman caught that dude. Give me that. I wish he had
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I just got to get this shit straight up.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers now to throw. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So
Come on,
you don't want to be mad at him and yell at him for
this
trying
about
to
to
make
piss me
that
off,
play.
yo.
And he he's
I
able
swear to
to
God, yo, these niggas don't jump.
the 30.
I'm reading the shit out this
Good
shit.
pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is finally out of bounds.
He's fucking me up with the dumbest plays in the world.
A good change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
He could have scored.
Yeah, I know.
Why he went out of bounds?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
You better stop trying to slip.
Now Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they've got it inside the 10.
Slant. Every time he moves something. And my people just not doing shit.
It's a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He didn't get out of that. He didn't eat this.
They'll try again with Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
Yeah, score.
There's nothing available there for him.
At least I get a field goal.
Get back in there. What winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Hit the shit out of his leg.
That nigga would have phone, but I was going to so mad.
This season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a
I
gain of
know, because
11.
it was too
Raiders
many
having a
others
first down as well.
You got a truck, man. You would have got an underneath and you would have hit one of them.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Pushes him over. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Jesus.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen.
I do. He double teamed him, man.
He got a shooting that one because he was open last play.
Over prior to this upcoming second down
He was
play.
open last play.
And I didn't even see the pass rush.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Crunch. You draw corpus.
We'll give him the fly.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
But you see that bitch on the few niggas on?
I didn't even see the other nigga the whole time.
As a quarterback, but that's
I
going to
swear
be
to
one
God,
that
I
flips
didn't.
on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting,
He just did it to me. He got mossed me.
and turn it into positives moving forward.
He almost mossed me.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This one complete to Devin Funchess.
Yo, how do you keep on? That's why my niggas just don't. They stop fucking guarding niggas.
That goes for a gain of 31. What a first half this has been offensively. Defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
This receiver's actually wearing them out, so two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit.
Too late.
Number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush.
I'm playing man, and niggas is not even like.
One of their timeouts.
They know where to be playing.
As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first
If you
half.
want to play
2 big
man like
plays in
that, go
succession.
down.
Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to
Go
get
look
ready.
at
It's
that.
first
You
and
want
goal.
to play man like
They'll
that,
try
put on
to run
man,
with
go down.
Jones. And he'll take this
These
one in
niggas
for a
is
Packer
just letting nigga run down his
touchdown.
throat.
Aaron Jones.
Run defense is
with his
ass. What's the
second
problem with
TD
this
in the
team?
game, his 6th on the year.
got
And the
no
Packers
defense.
are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby
Okay.
with the
Yeah,
extra
dude.
point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
You still minutes. You just got scored.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send
You
this
just
one
scored
away.
quick and shit with the personnel you got.
This is
You
fielded
got
at
to
the
know
goal
when to hit
line.
Henry Ruggs when he definitely don't got
And
no
he'll
feet
make it
yet.
across the 20 as his guys will set up
You gotta
shop
pay
at the
attention to that shit.
23-yard line.
Like what I do with D Hop Berg, I look at D Hop and who on the safety is he playing safety.
The
all
Raider
types of
offense
shit.
set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's
He's
safe.
using
It's
that
something that's been
linebacker
done
to
many
play
times
safety.
before. A lot of people say it's not even
Really
worth trying.
quick,
I'm running a
low.
draw.
Oh my
I'm
God,
running a
I ran out of
screen.
bounds on
I'm seeing if
accident.
something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it
That was
doesn't work,
definitely about
well,
to-
then just run the clock out.
about
That was
to
good.
warm
That
up.
was good out of bounds though, because you probably would end up using timeout.
I was about to warm the shit out of him.
42 at the mark.
Allen now on first down.
Shit, dude, this man like
He's got Freeman here. It's complete.
Throw it away.
And
What's
he'll
that?
be
What's
brought
that?
down
Throw it
somewhat
away.
awkwardly here, and a
Face
late
mask.
flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face
I
mask.
try one more play.
No timeout.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
If you're not doing a quick ass push, I wouldn't even fuck with it, buddy.
Working out of the
Whoa,
shotgun.
Ty.
Here's Allen. And that's
Shut
going
up,
to
bitch.
be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
Dope power
A nice
99.
throw there by the
Gotta
second-year
get that bitch in
quarterback.
there.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season
Drop that
is
on
a
Dope Power is
continuation
99.
of your college days. A lot of
That's
one
good,
read,
man.
and if you don't have it, you just
Definitely.
take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Bring it out,
This
bitch.
fielded a few
Bring it out.
yards into the end zone.
I'm making shit on us, so we better
And the
bring it out.
decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7
Hey, the
yards
ball
all
back.
told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Don't worry about it. Because if he think Big Daddy coming out in anything other than a prevent, he got another thing
The
coming.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might
You can have him, y'all. That's why I did that.
play. That's what you usually run in this
Too many
situation.
niggas back there for him to break down.
Verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes, just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On play action, Allen.
Oh my God, I feel right through this, man.
Picked off at the 39.
Yes, he did.
I've seen him too, y'all. For some reason, I tried to touch pass over the top. So that shit always open.
Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws
Playing
come.
like a
Those
bot.
guys get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point.
I'm just playing dumb as shit, that's all.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
And he bust that
It's a
bitch.
foot race. 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as they are able to cut into that lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that's going to be
keep on doing that weak ass shit, huh?
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Broke that.
And they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
Oh my God, man, his ass.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete.
These niggas awareness is ass.
35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rodgers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will get out
Money,
of
look at how
bounds,
lucky
so
this nigga is, yo.
possession
I'm stiffing the shit out
I
of
don't
this
know about
nigga.
you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
26.
From the gun, Rodgers. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
On 3rd down, Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Middle. Hey, echo.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
Damn, I knew he was
That is
coming
not
too.
going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means
That don't make no
still
sense.
wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. on second down now. It's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Allen. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
56. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game